Fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel that I ran and I review. Fam, you know what? A lot of people talked about the pandemic and they said it's all stemming from the pandemic when video games and action figures, but we're going to focus on action figures. Action figures were at an all-time high. People were just buying toys left and right. Fam, I think a lot of you all just have amnesia or something. The only figures that was available during the pandemic was McFarlane. Everybody else stuff was on hiatus. Marvel Legends, they were a no-go. G.I. Joe was nowhere to be found. I think we're missing the fact because we're remembering, maybe some areas that there were stuff at, but in this area, there was none of that. It was McFarlane. This is why a lot of collectors gravitated towards McFarlane. You gravitate what's there. If it looks good, you like it, you gravitate on what's there. Think about it like this. I think a lot of us missing some of the bigger issues here. A lot of us are tired. A lot of us are fed up. At a time, like when, the market is so flooded now, you getting burnout. A lot of collectors have burnout. They're just sitting here like, man, I'm done. And, people say, oh, man, you just say the same shit over and over again. People ain't saying this. People saying this shit real hard. It's too much shit going on for to be focusing on toys, man. It's more than toys. It's more shit going on. Everything has something to do with your collecting ability. If anything rises in prices, it affects your bottom line. These companies don't understand because we making them more important than we are. These companies that we buy these toys, these video games from, these shoes from, they don't understand. This is why I say you have to sit back and you have to wait a while. I understand stuff go up in value. I understand stuff is not going to stay the same price. Yeah. But you know what? You got to worry about you. You can't worry about everybody else. You can't worry about, loyalty. There's no damn loyalty. These companies don't have no loyalty to you. Ain't no loyalty plan. Since when have any of these companies been loyal to you? They raised the prices. Your job is not loyal to you. Like they used to be. Jobs used to keep your ass for forever. Now, you know what? Anytime that their bottom line is being affected, they lay people off. Dude, there's no loyalty anymore. The only person that you should be loyal to is your damn self in this situation. When it comes down to buying stuff, be loyal to yourself. Stop worrying about every damn body else. Well, the companies, if we don't buy the stuff, the lions don't go extinct. Then they need to go extinct. If we don't say anything about these crazy-ass prices are going to keep happening. The same shit happened with the rent. When nobody said anything about the rent going up to a point that your income don't match nowhere near where the rent is, shit is crazy. The same shit happened in Florida. And, the thing is, they're looking at it like, wait, what's going on? A lot of those places that they're open up, they're not fully, filled. This is what's going on. You get people that stay there for the first 2 months when they have these specials. And after those 2 months, they're gone. I was asking people out. The guy told me, he said, man, they got a 6-month special. I'm here for 6 months, and after that, I'm going somewhere else. I understand that. You got to worry about yourself. He said, shit, I'm going to go to another place that got 6 months, and I'm going to work it like that. I understand. You got to do what's best for you. You can't care about what's happening with everybody else because they don't care about what's happening with you. I'm being real right now. Even if people do care about what's going on with you, that's not your responsibility to sit there and put, the burdens of everybody else on your back. You know what? Look, deal with your situation. I understand, when I sit back and I look at all these toys, man, and I go into, Target or Walmart sometimes when they're stocked with stuff. And, I'm going to be honest, my Target and Walmart are not like that. Sometimes they be stocked and sometimes they're not. And like I said, there's so many Targets here in Chicago and the surrounding suburbs, along with Walmarts, man, along with Walgreens and every damn thing else. So you're just sitting here. Rosses are off the plethora. There's damn near, 50 Rosses in Chicago or the surrounding suburbs? So you got to think about all this stuff, man. You know what? You're dealing with some stuff right now. You're dealing with bigger issues. You're dealing with what you want to do. What is it that you want to do? Man, if it's okay for you to stop, slow down, and not do any of this is okay. You don't owe nobody nothing, man. You don't owe anything to anybody, man. You know what? When I say I'm done with stuff, I'm done, man. You know what? You know, people say, man, you buying some of those cheap toys, man, but you know what? I don't want to wait. That's okay. That's cool. But you know what? If we don't send a message now, shit is going to just get out of hand, and it's already getting out of hand. I'm looking at McFarlane's study dropping new DC figures and new packaging and all of this, and I'm like, what is going on? What line is this? What is all this? It's just too much. I'm like, you flooding it. I mean, you got so many different lines behind me, it's crazy. You got that line, you got a whole bunch of other lines that I got. You know, I'm like, wow, bro, slow down. Even with Marvel. And, you know, when I say Marvel, I'm talking about Hasbro. You know, Hasbro is not, you know, Marvel. You know, everything is owned by Disney, basically. But you know what? I'm going to say with G.I. Joe Classified, I'm going to just point that out. They're dropping figures, you know, and, you know, I'm not really excited about them, man. You know, it's kind of nutty. They're dropping figures for Marvel Legends. I'm not happy about those. The Motu figures, I'm not really happy about those either. Dude, this is why I'm like, I'm focusing on other stuff. You see me buying helmets and masks and stuff like that. I'm focusing on where I think I need to focus. You know, enjoying what the hell it is that I'm doing. And again, you got to keep it going, man. You can't worry about everybody else. You can't worry about all this nonsense, man. You know, hell, we all go through burnout. That's what collecting is. You go through that mode, whereas all the stuff is stocked at one point in time. Then you go again, and people are like, oh, but you was just saying everything was stocked. Now all of a sudden, nothing is stocked. It works like that. People buy shit. If it's some hot stuff, people buy it. It's not going to sit there for long. If you got some grade A merchandise, people out there buying it out the wazoo. And, you know, they out there reselling it, losing their mind. You know, man, the same thing with Funko Pops. The same thing with, you know, any damn thing. All of this stuff has a way of just, you know, being just too much. And, you know, a lot of the lines are like repeats of like Motu. Think about it. Motu Origins is just what? He-Man from 82 with bending joints, knee joints and elbow joints. That's about it. What, with the waist or whatever, you know, and all that, you know, with the bending waist. Dude, you're not really getting anything. Think about it. It's just a rehash line, and a lot of people are just going hook, line, and sinker. And I'm not saying anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying, damn, we doing way too much. We are the problem. You can't fix the problem when you are the damn problem. You can't fix shit when we don't hold nobody accountable. Like I said, I haven't bought a Super 7 figure in a minute. I just haven't. You know, I bought some of those G.I. Joes, and, you know, I was telling you about those and how loose they felt. But I haven't bought any of that stuff recently. I know y'all talking about the Superman and all of that. Dude, as far as action figures, the only stuff I bought was this stuff from the weekend, man. And I'm like, damn. And I was looking at the prices I paid for that stuff, and I was like, man, that was a good deal. You're not going to find deals like that. You know, this is why I say pay attention to what it is you buy, man. Make sure you want to buy it. You know, a lot of people say, well, I don't really want that, you know, so why should I buy it? You shouldn't. If you don't want it, don't buy it. Dude, again, when you practice self-control on some shit that you don't want, dude, I could see the damn flow in the man cave. That's hilarious. Dude, I learned a lesson. You know, if I'm going to buy some stuff, buy the stuff I want. But some stuff I buy because I like it. Dude, that's how you collect. You buy what you like. You don't buy anything for if it goes up in value, man. You got a whole bunch of shit that you have no connection to. Stuff that I like, I have connections to. You know, like, man, yeah, you know, I wanted this figure, I wanted that. You know what? You good to go. Because that's what it is that you're doing, man. You know, everybody gets so hung up on what other people are doing, and I should be doing what that person doing, you know, as far as collecting and how they collection look. No, every collector is different. Your collection is going to represent you, not them. A lot of people collect a lot of different things, and that's great. Just keep all that stuff in mind, fam. But till later, thank you for watching. Peace out.